Hey everyone, welcome to the RPM Factory, broadcasting to you live via the World Wide Web. I'm Chris, as you should know. Wanted to talk to you a few things before we're on the eve of the 2025 racing season, if you haven't already started. I guess I kind of have. I've done a testing too. But I got a few things I want to talk about today. First one is, I want to tell you about somebody I've been getting my billet heads from. It's a small business out of Illinois called Marlack Race Engines. It's a father-son business, and in my opinion, they're kind of in the midst of a royalty in American small engine building. You know, they compete annually or whenever it is in the Engine Dyno Challenge. They're like big O caliber national level stuff. They have unbelievable skill for porting heads, anything small block or OHV, they got it. They have an unbelievable amount of experience. They have the knowledge and the machinery to basically do more than you can imagine. And me personally, about a year ago, I bought a MoFlow billet head from them, and ran it a few times last year, and it's more than a guy can handle. And I just ordered another one from them. Not real good with the digital media yet. Don't really say how I can flip my camera around, but yeah, plan is to have another one. And really good guys. As far as time wise, you're basically, the shipping time is what you're waiting on. It is maybe a day or two of work that they had, and they're really good about messaging and questions, and they have contacts with, like, I couldn't even find a MoFlow head to buy. I just messaged them, and they have a relationship with the MoFlow guy and the DED guy. And if you want to run pretty much the best small block with a billet, or they do cast heads too, so I wouldn't go anywhere else. You're welcome to message me or come to me to the track and ask any questions, but they're who I'm going with. Me personally, I just do the billet heads through them, but they have pretty much everything. They even design their own blocks, and they have a GX 200, 330 some cc small block. It's crazy. But father-son, not sure if I mentioned that. Really good guys to do business with. Appreciate their help. The main reason for this video is to get people talking. I'm kind of worried about the state of small block open racing in our area. It's not been a mystery that it's not been great past 4 or 5 years, but I've noticed a few tracks are kind of excluding the small block class from their flyers, which, you know, if there's a race 3 hours away and small block open's not even on the flyer, you kind of be an idiot to drive there. Yeah, I went to Clay City last year a couple times. Loved the place. Probably one of my favorite places to race. It's kind of like a pillar in the karting world, this part of the country. But honestly, last year was kind of a joke. The first time there was 2 or 3 guys. The second time it was me and another guy, and I lapped him. And now they got new people running the place, which, as far as I can tell, the guy has an amazing reputation, does a really good job. Come out with the flyer for May 10th, I think. No small block open. And, you know, somebody questions him and he says, well, if we get sponsors, we can have a run with your Brun class. Well, that worries me. I feel like if they would just add it and post the payout, the guys would show. You know, if a promoter was crazy enough, you know, I challenge you to swap the payouts with Clone Heavy and Small Block Open and see what happens. I bet you'd be surprised. In my opinion, the Small Block Open guy is a true go-kart racer. You know, most of the Small Block Open guys do a lot of stuff themselves, you know, like, you know, I have Marlac race engines help me with my head, but I do everything else. You know, most of the Small Block Open guys have more respect. It's kind of like, in my opinion, a gentleman's class. Yeah, there's bull crap everywhere you go, but in the big picture, if you look at it, it's the real go-kart racer. You know, they don't buy into today's tire gimmick and you know, the ridiculous amount of money it costs to run a stocker if you want to go compete in Clone Heavy or Super Heavy or mediums at a real show. You know, guys like me, it's just not going to happen. You know, like, I like to do everything myself, and you're not going to compete unless you get an engine from a guy that's all he does is build engines, and a clutch from a guy that's all he does. He's got a clutch dyno and an engine dyno, and, you know, a lot of small block guys do things themselves. I mean, I do like that Jamie Wheeler put Small Block Open on Midwest Racer Champions. That is awesome. Very appreciative. And I will attend. I already got my parking spot. But not crazy about the burst tire rule. You know, I'll take what I get and go with the flow. But what that's going to do is $1,000 payday. It's pretty good. You know, not like shooting for the stars, but, you know, I'd be pretty happy to take that. But what that's going to do is it's going to attract, with the burst tire rule, it's going to attract these guys that are basically a tire company, and they'll just rent a Small Block Open or get sponsored one and go out there on, you know, their tire program. And I have 3 sets of bursts that I'm going to show up with. So I have 16 sets of open tires ready to go. You know, like, it's kind of putting a crutch on a real Small Block Open guy. So let me know what you think about that, what we can do to, I guess, promote Small Block Open racing. Some other things I want to say is, man, the different rules is a pain in the butt. You know, we got a 250cc rule at one place. We got no billet heads at one place. We got intake valve size rule. You know, which I think what they're doing at Clay City is they're following along with rules from somewhere else, which I would probably do as a promoter. It makes sense. It's easy. But as a racer, you know, rules are like taxes. You know, the more rules, the less racers. You know, the more rules cost more money. And also, in my opinion, if you're not going to enforce a rule, why even have it? you're just hurting an honest guy. So let me know what you think. Drop a comment. Also, what's everybody think about Micron 6? Is it worth it? I bought 2 brand new Micron 5s. I bought a couple used ones, and both brand new ones had to be sent back to Italy just to get fixed, which is very frustrating because it took like 3 months. So if that's going to be the case for the 6, I'm a no-go. I'll just stick with what I got. But let me know why do I need to go get a 6? Let me know that. Also, this whole video thing, if we get feedback, I can keep doing it. My wife videos 99% of when I'm on the track, and I could probably start doing this. I'm not trying to be a YouTube sensation, but it's free to edit on your phone. I just started whipping it out a few minutes ago. So it's time that I really don't have, but if it is a hit, then we'll keep doing it. But do me a favor, somewhere in the comments or something, I'm gonna put a link to the Marlac Race Engines page. They have like a community page. Go there and join that. And also Mark Petrolak, both father and son have the same name. I'll put I'll tag them in there. Go check out their stuff. It's the real deal. That's what I'm gonna be running with my billet head. So let me know what you think. Hit me up. See how we can fix small block open, and tell me about the Micron 6. Other than that, have a good day. See you at the racetrack. Probably not this week. It's not looking good. But talk to you later.